from someone named Manish Mishra on YouTube, who wants to know what were the most critical programmatic and engineering challenges in building this NASA-ISRO mission, and how might this set a new precedent for future transnational space science partnerships?
Yeah, I'll start, and then I'm going to invite Wendy to kind of add on to it, because I think she really hit it. I mean, one of the big issues is, as she said, being, on the other side of the world and having to actually just the meetings and get those opportunities to really work together. The number of hours that she said she spent on a plane, the number of hours that, the number of days rather, that the team spent in India, and then also the number of days that the ISRO team spent in California at JPL. So that certainly was a challenge. Paul noted that we have had these kind of blooming antenna. We've flown them many times before, but this one is huge. It's the technology behind getting all of those things right, getting that deployment sequence laid in 8 days to actually bloom that antenna. They're the kind of challenges that we do. But all of our NASA missions have challenges. We do first of a kind, cutting edge technology. We do, the first of the kind measurements that allow us to really drive the science discipline and drive the questions, drive the answers forward. So every mission that we do has challenges, but I think this one was really just an incredible just demonstration of how two teams, when they're really, really motivated to do these incredible groundbreaking missions, the way they can deal with these barriers, like being on the other side of the world, and come together as a single unified team to achieve these incredible things. But Wendy, please add on.
Well, okay, so that was a great response, Nikki. I would just want to add that, NASA and ISRO, we do things differently, but we've learned to work together, and we've learned from each other along the way. And so, yes, we've had our share of issues. COVID was a challenge, and we've had, technical issues along the way. But each time the teams work together to solve our problems, we've learned, to work across the world, even if we're not physically together. We work over the phone. Extremely committed to both sides are extremely committed, and I think Paul, when he mentioned how it's a much more complex, that you have actually 24 separate L-band radars and 48 separate S-band radars, so it really is a complex system, and it's why it's taken so long to test this whole thing. But the commitment by both organizations has been it's been a real pleasure for me. Thanks.
If I could add one more thought to that question, which is this: the tremendous value in international partnerships, and I say this from the perspective of the leading the Earth Science program, where we are trying to get the maximum science for the dollars that were allocated. And what we've found, what we've learned or relearned or reaffirmed through this experience is that we can do much more when we work with international partners than we can do on our own. And so working together, we can deliver the kind of science and information that everyone needs. So that's the value of these international partnerships.